Am I in the middle? Morning all, welcome to Webby Sports Roundup. It is live. I'm sorry for the delay. We had one or two little technical issues this morning at 9 o'clock. We went live with Tim and we had quite a few on watching. So hopefully now they've all turned over to Webby Sports Roundup. As you all know, on my YouTube channel, we talk about sport, football, rugby, cricket, you name it. We'll discuss it. We're going to have Q&As. This is the very first live on a Friday since we started on April the 28th. That's about 10 months ago. We've had a couple of lives, but it's been during the week with other friends of mine. Football fans have come on, and we're going to do a lot more. We've got so many things happening over the next 2 or 3 or 4 weeks. So all we're going to do, we're going to kick it off. I've got Chris Todd, the main man, CD Tenerife, the general, is going to join me in a few minutes' time. Going to give us an update on what's happening with Tenerife from last week and the game on Monday, which is an absolute massive game. And I believe that, now listen, Tim keeps doing this. I think he wants me to keep rolling.
No, you've got to stop.
Oh, I've got to stop. When do you want me to stop?
When you finish with the introduction.
Oh, the introduction is going to go on for about 3 hours. There's no doubt about it.
Anyway, this is the introduction. You're watching Webby Sports Roundup.
Webby Sports. I'm on. Am I on? See, Tim's looking at me. I said, listen, he said to me, I'm going to tell you the truth. Last night, we're down the pub having a couple of sherbets, and he said, how are we doing tomorrow morning? I said, listen, we will do it whatever happens. We're going to ad-lib it from start to finish. Forget last week and the week before, the last 10 months. Forget what we did about getting behind the camera and doing this in catch-up and what have you. We're going to have a bit of fun. And it is going to be with layman's terms. As you know, I'm a dinosaur when it comes down to computer. I'm looking at Tim's computer and look at it. Oh, there's too much to do. All these buttons to press. We're going to have a bit of fun. As I said, I got Mr. Todd from the Armada, sir. He is the general of CD Tenerife Football. We're going to have more people. Oh, we've got Jan, the lovely Jan, the hostess of the mostest. She's bringing me coffee. Look at that tea. That's unbelievable. Right. Sport, football, rugby, cricket, England taking on India over there in India today. We've had 2 tests. We're going to talk about a little bit about that a little bit later on. First and foremost, what we always do, we got 1 or 2 shout outs. Now, a very, very big shout out this week. We had some very, very bad news. A young gentleman called Geordie Robb. His good lady partner worked in the, where did she work? Winning Post. She worked in the Winning Post in the Garden City, and last week he was taking the rubbish out and he had a massive heart attack. A lovely, lovely fella. He was a season ticket holder for many, many years over here, loved his football, loved his Newcastle United Football Club, and he will be sadly missed. I popped in to the funeral. What day was it, Chris?
Wednesday.
It was on Wednesday at 11 o'clock. I dropped in and I'll tell you, it was a fantastic funeral, if you know what I mean. Lots of people there. Very, very sad, but it is what it is. We're all going to be there one day. All I'm going to say is, Geordie Robb, rest in peace, big man. And they had a fantastic drinks after, and they really, really sent him on his way in the theatre bar at 4 o'clock on Wednesday afternoon, wasn't it, Chris?
That was right, yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to have a drink on you, big man. And you know what I mean. Rest in peace, Geordie Robb. Right. What else we got? Got a message from James McComb, M-C-O-M-B-E, and from Michael, Edinburgh Honest Gun. I did my Scots Corner, as you know, on a Thursday. Did that in my house. I put my killie kilt on, and I've had stacks of comments saying, Webby, the kilt looks too small, the kilt looks too big, it suits me. That's why I'm wearing me red today. So thanks for all the comments, lads. I love it, mate. And some of them's calling me McWebb. I got a bit of Scottish descent in me. So I think everyone's got a bit of Scottish descent in us, or Irish, haven't we, Chris? Yeah.
Yeah. My surname is comes from Scotland originally.
Yours? See what I mean?
Todd,
We're all
yeah,
Todd. Yeah. Okay. Right. Next thing is, I had another message from a guy called Alan Sterling, massive Celtic fan. He's over in 2 or 3 weeks' time for the Cheltenham races. Now, with Alan, he has his own YouTube channel, which I'll mention a little bit later on. So we're going to meet up and we're going to cross palms on with regards to the football for him, for Celtic. Who's going to win the league, the SPL, Celtic or Rangers? Check it out, my sports YouTube channel yesterday on Scott's Corner. Right. Now we're going to have a little bit of rugby union news, but before that, one big announcement. As most people know, I have a young man who is my son who lives over here. He was 35 a couple of weeks ago, but I have a daughter who is 39, I don't mind saying so, next Tuesday. It's my daughter Kerry, Rachel Webb. Rachel after my mother's name. It's her birthday next Tuesday, so love you loads, sweetheart. You have a great day, and I hope you enjoy your present that got you through your mum. And she has given me 3 beautiful grandchildren, Sienna Lee, Luca Ruben, and Demi. Absolute quality, Demi Rose. So love you all, kids, and I'll speak to you very, very soon when I'm over in a few months' time.
A quick pause for the comments, if you like. You want to read some comments?
Sorry, got some comments. Beg your
Yeah,
pardon.
of course,
I'm rushing it through, but it's new, isn't it? Right,
Hi, Webby. Happy Friday. Says Eugene McGeever off the charts. Dendily den den den. Says the station has more channels than Sky. David Taylor says oi oi. Prash is on. Second in the comments. Get in there.
Morning.
Got to make sure Mum super eats so we can watch the show and support. It's Craig's on. Everton Matthew. Good morning.
Morning, Craig.
Mark Wiltshire can't get the staff, Webby.
Very true.
Chris Fowlis, aka the Fly Fifer.
Oh, Chris.
That's me on now.
Fantastic. That's absolutely superb, mate.
Okay, you
Morning
got a
all.
super chat as well.
You've got a super chat,
Yeah,
lovely.
we'll see that in a minute. Anne-Marie's on, Chris Godfrey's on. Eugene says, I think Roy Hodgson will get the sack as Crystal Palace manager today.
Yeah, I've got a bit of news about that in a couple of minutes' time.
Okay, Mark Wiltshire says, not sure it will be today, Eugene, as he's in hospital, but definitely soon. Alan Fraser says, good morning, Webby and guests.
Morning,
Craig
Alan.
says, morning, Alan. And the super chat from, that's quite nice, £2 from the super chat. I pray Rangers win it. My Chelsea aren't up to much. Says, that's quite nice.
Well, that's nice. Is that a new one on? Is that a new one for us?
It's a new one for us.
A
yeah.
new one for good afternoon,
It's
good morning.
Craig says, thanks. It's quite nice. And Tony Fogarty says, just a quickie.
Big Tony. Sorry, Tony. He's my number 6. He's my number 99. I'm going to say another number then. He's the one who does all my Facebook. Foggy, give him some love. Facebook page, Webby Sports Radar. He's working this morning. He had 9 till 10 off, but because obviously we had a couple of technical issues, then he's had to go out and do it. So he's popped on a bit. Love you too, Foggy. Top man. Keep up the good work, and I'll see you very,
And I'm sorry we're not going live to Facebook as well, because it wasn't connected, so I apologise for that.
So that's a second apology. I'll tell you, you don't have all me as apologies, don't you, son?
I know.
Unbelievable. Listen, the weather's lovely over here. I don't know what it's like back in England. Send some messages. Where are you? Where you come from? Who's your football club? Who's your rugby union team? Rugby league, whatever. But look at the temperature. We got 23 degrees or more today. Absolutely fantastic. Sorry about the building noise in the back, but there's big things happening. Right.
Trisha Slater says she's about to do a video call. Is Tim at 11? Sorry, Trisha, I was on at 9 or 9:15 because we swapped it over. Sorry about that, Trisha. Hope you're having a great day. Mark Hawley says morning, Webby and Tim. Alan in Valle San Lorenzo.
Morning, Alan.
Says hi. Prash says, Webby, what bar would you recommend to do a live from in Tenerife in Los Cristianos?
Ooh, dearie me. Let me come back on that. You just hit me quick.
Alan Simpson, good morning, Webby. Just finished night shift at the RAF, staying awake. Watch the legendary Webby. Great live show. Come on, you the Gers.
Morning. That's Gers, as in the Rangers.
Okay.
Yeah, it's getting close, then. Rangers Celtic. One more goal on.
It's the Gers, then, is it?
Yeah, Rangers is the Gers. Yeah.
Not the Gers.
The one more.
It's the difference between GIF and GIF, right?
Only depends how you want to pronounce it, doesn't it? That's for sure. Right. So a bit of sports news.
What are we going for? Rugby union.
A bit of rugby union. We'll have a bit of rugby union news. 6 Nations last week. Scotland took on France. France defeated them 20 points to 16. I thought Scotland were very unlucky. They had great chances at the end. Dropped the ball a couple of times, but it ended up Scotland 16, France 20. England took on the mighty Wales. Always a cracking game in Twickenham. 16-14 to England. And don't forget, we scored a try, England, when we were down to 13 players. We had 2 red cards, Toddy, and we got a try within 13 minutes. Phenomenal. 16-14 to England at Twickenham.
There's 15 in the team.
15 in the team. Well done. We've got to tell Toddy, but he's a round ball man. It's an egg chasing game.
I watched the Scotland game in a bar in Castillon.
Oh, did you?
The other day.
Fantastic.
I'm not a big rugby fan, but I must admit the last few minutes were very exciting.
Very exciting. Yeah, they could have won the game. It was one of those things. There's no games for another couple more weeks yet. And on Sunday the champions-elect who will definitely win it again as far as we're all concerned. Ireland took on the minnows of Italy, but they've moved up a gear. Years ago, you could put 50, 60, 70 points onto them, but they're big and they're strong and they're a cracking side now. So it ended up Ireland 36, Italy 0. That's the Six Nations from last weekend. Premiership Rugby this weekend, they've got all the big boys have got a bit of holidays, I think, a bit of a jolly. There's 2 games, the Premiership Rugby Cup. My boys Gloucester at Kingsholm, a home tie taking on Exeter. And on Sunday, you've got Ealing taking on the mighty Leicester. That's the 2 big games on the weekend, both semi-finals, and the final will be on in about 3 or 4 weeks' time. Do you know something? I'm going to bring Toddy in, I think. I think it's time to bring a bit of football news in, because we do like our football. Now, should we put him here?
Yeah.
Right. Let's get you in, Toddy. If you just tuned in, Webby Sports Roundup live here in Laura's in CAIXESBBXXX in my Manor. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. It's all for free. And Facebook page, Webby Sports Roundup. Here he is. How are you, son?
Very well, thank you.
Nice to see you.
Thanks.
Sorry for the bit of a delay.
No, that's okay.
If you just hold that.
I've eaten, thanks.
Hey?
I've eaten.
Oh, is it?
Oh, it's the mic.
That's, yeah. Yeah. You can. No, yeah,
That's
go
fine,
on.
that's fine.
Yeah.
Just clip it on.
Click them on.
There you go.
Right, as you know, CD Tenerife, Chris Todd, he's been the general for many years.
It's still on.
And okay. Hang on, boys and girls. Another small technical issue.
1, 2, 3. Okay, there you go.
Yeah, it's on.
Put it there. All right.
As I tell everybody, Chris Todd's been here for many years. He's only ever missed. Oh, here we go. Go on, get in front of me. You usually do.
There you go.
Okay. No. He's only missed ever 2 home games in how many years?
Oh, 20 years or
20
so.
odd years. Only missed 2 home games. And I always remember you went to New York for 1 weekend, and the second one you had a small health problem. Well, it wasn't a health problem. It was
hernia operation.
It was an hernia operation,
in
wasn't
December,
it?
yeah.
And you saw.
So I missed my first game in 19 years, 3 months.
Unbelievable, absolutely
December.
unbelievable. Right, let's just give us a very, obviously we don't want to be too long-winded on it.
No.
Let's give us a quick rundown on last week's game. You went over to Villarreal B game. What happened?
Well, we lost as normal. The last 3 away games I've been to with Tenerife to the mainland, we lost everyone 1-0. So we were half expecting it, really.
Yeah.
But we just didn't really show up. But we had a man sent off after about 28 minutes. So
yeah.
Obviously, that conditioned the game.
Yeah.
And it was just holding on after that, really. I couldn't see us winning. And then they nick a goal. And there was no way back, basically. But,
how many went over from Tenerife?
Well, we had about 150 fans there altogether. So it fell on the. We normally take more than that, but it fell on the carnival weekend.
Yeah.
And obviously we haven't won since December the 11th in the league, so that doesn't help either.
Why did you pick that particular game to go away?
Well,
what was the reason for that?
I like to go to a new stadium every time I travel to the mainland if I can.
Yeah.
And Villarreal, I haven't been to that area or that stadium, and now they've reformed the stadium. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
The Madrigal, but now it's called Ceramica.
Okay.
And all very yellow. You have to see it it only holds 4,000. I mean, they play in Europe, they're in Europa League still. So
I did put your
decent side. But obviously we were playing their B team, who are playing in the 2nd division.
Gotcha.
So in Spain, you get the B teams can play they can't go up to La Liga, but they can go to the the 2nd division.
Yeah. No, you sent me a few photographs in one of a little video thing, and I put it on my YouTube channel anyway, so they can see the pictures and all such. So
it's always as normal. Fantastic trip. Shame about the game.
So, with respect to obviously we lost, but why is it? Is our number 9 out? Is our
confidence? Lack of confidence.
So it's a good side.
Mentality. Can't score. No.
Just can't score.
We had a very good view from where they located us in the stands. And second half, I was like, let's just try and concentrate on what's going wrong.
Okay.
And I could see that they're too scared to shoot, basically. They're trying to do the perfect goal, putting it one side to another.
Big try,
Just when you get around the edge of the box, let's just have a go. The goalkeeper parries it or it skims off someone. And then too scared to, because I think there's no confidence. They think if they scuff the shot and it goes off, they're going to get criticised, so they're not even
and get
trying.
Dropped the week after.
And in the end of the day, let's just if I was the manager, if you get anywhere near the box, have a go. and see to try your luck because.
Now, we've had, with regards to managers in Spain, they do get rid of them very, very quick and easy, don't they? They turn it around.
Well, same as England, I think.
But he's had but you just, when I spoke to you earlier in the week, you said that the manager had the vote of confidence, and we all know what happens when you have the vote of confidence, don't we?
In a way, they have to say that, the directors, the president has to say that. They wouldn't say, no, he's only got one game to go. But having said that, next Monday, a home game against Eldense, it's the D-Day for manager Gary Tanner.
Yeah.
If we lose, 100% out. If we draw, 99% out.
Is there
if we
somebody
win,
already?
obviously, it goes along to the next game.
Is there somebody already in the pipeline, do you think? Have they put any names
The
forward?
rumour mill says yes, but we can't get him until June.
Can't get him until June?
No, that's the dilemma. So what do you do if you sack this one now and then you have someone from the club come in and take control for the last few months? But the risk is he's not good enough, or it just doesn't work out, and it's worse than it is now.
Yeah.
So,
but I don't think we're not a million miles away from the playoffs, are we?
Well, 7 points now, but we're closer to the relegation area.
Yeah, no, but you always, every time I talk to you, you always talk about the relegation, and me, I'm a bit of an optimist.
Because we haven't won for so long. Yeah, obviously, we had that great night against Las Palmas. Yeah. But that's the only game we have won since December the 11th.
Gotcha, yeah.
And we're mid-February now, so.
And we have not won since.
No. So the heads are dropped, fans and team.
And with the crowd, this Monday's going to be lowest, you think?
It'll be the lowest this season. We've filled nearly 2 coaches ourselves.
Yeah.
So that's great support from the south.
Yeah.
But the crowd will be diminished. I don't know. I think hopefully about 12,000, but I can't see over.
Yeah, I was over in Yordi's bar, and there was a few Scots in, and I got the number. Hopefully they're going to come across on Monday. And
the Hearts fans are coming.
That's 2 jumbos, aren't they?
Yeah.
Super.
Okay,
so a couple of questions.
Yeah, please do. Sorry, yeah.
We got Mark Wiltshire saying how easy it is to get tickets for CD Tenerife home game.
At the moment, very easy. I think they're probably giving them away, but about 5 days before they go online on the club website, so it's quite easy to organise that. Or you can buy them in various outlets in the south. There's 2 points in Venta.
If Mark's here, isn't he?
He's here till the end of the month, I think.
End of the month. So what I'm saying, Mark, if you want to go on Monday, okay, is there space?
Yes, we have space on there.
Right, this is the space, because obviously we have the Toby jug, which is in San Eugenio Alto, and Chris organises 2 coaches for there, and we're not talking mega money, are we? So
No, it depends if you have your ticket already, and but if he contacts me privately, we can sort something out.
Right, so if you contact Chris privately, I'll give you the number, I'll sort that out with you. So obviously I'll try and get quite a few people over to him if I possibly can. They always ask me. Get the Toby jug, have a drink there, get on the coach, superb, take you straight up to the ground, stop halfway in, halfway out. Fun with all the CD Tenerife supporters. It's a cracking game. Okay,
Alan
we'll sort that.
Saying, love the updates for Chris regarding CD Tenerife, my new foreign team now, Alan Fraser.
Nice.
Cheers,
one.
Alan.
I've got a question for you.
Yep.
It says, can first team players be dropped down to the B team if they're not getting enough game time with the first team or coming back from injury, etc.?
No, it can work the other way. B team players can come up to the main team. But I've never seen a main team player drop to the B. I don't think he would put up with that. No. But there's certain limits on the B team is under 23s anyway, with 3 over 23s allowed.
Okay.
So there is rules to it. So you can't just swap about. But obviously the B team, they're top of the league. They're 4 points clear.
Yeah.
And they're having a fantastic season. They could get promoted.
Okay.
So that's one thing we're really excited about at the moment. And we'll be going to a few of their games. Glory Hunters maybe, but it's still be an exciting end to the season.
Fans like a winning side, kid.
Well,
it doesn't matter what level of football play, then you all want a winning side. That's for sure. Any more questions coming, or any more comments?
Den is saying, are UD Las Palmas Tenerife's big rivals like Rangers Celtic?
Yeah, massive historic because it's a local rivalry. We should add about the what happened the other day where the news came through about that Las Palmas fan received an €80,000 fine for throwing a flare into the stands. It wasn't near any...
Which game?
Well, it went down from one stand to the next, but there wasn't any people below.
Which game was that at?
Las Palmas, the derby.
Oh, it was ours.
You were there. You saw the fireworks going off.
Yeah.
So one of the 80,000. Personally, think it's exaggerated fine. Obviously, it's a silly thing to do and a stupid thing to do to throw a flare.
Yeah.
But 80,000, wow, that's like a mortgage, isn't it?
That's a lot of money.
He should have maybe 6,000 and a 4-year ban or something, learn his lesson, but 80,000. I mean, me sticking up for a Las Palmas fan.
Well, they're obviously...
It's first time for everything. But.
Do they do it like in other countries where they take a percentage of your earnings, or is it just like an arbitrary 80 grand?
I've known a few people to have fines in the past, and what you do, you go to court, and then you're allowed to pay it off month by month.
Right. Okay.
So you can pay €100 a month for the next 4 years or something. But for him, it will be for the rest of his life. Imagine, for 80,000.
Unbelievable.
One guy I knew, he tried to sneak 2 flares into a Las Palmas derby away in a sandwich. So he had a big bocadillo and he had 2 flares inside it. Yeah, no, it was like this. Yeah. And they opened it up. It was on video, and he had 2 big flares hidden, ham and cheese sandwich. Yeah. So yeah, and he got caught. And
was that Tenerife boy?
Yeah.
A Tenerife fan.
I wanted a fresh toasty.
God. That would have been a right live toasting, wouldn't it?
And maybe I shouldn't say this, but it wasn't me. No, but that guy, he actually works for the club now, and he's works official. He's
unbelievable. Morning, everybody. Yeah, we're live. It's Webby Sports Roundup here in my Manor in CAIXESBBXXX. We've got my main man Tim, obviously doing all the paperwork on his computer and everything. Sorry we're a little bit late, but we had 1 or 2 technical issues. It is what it is. It's the first live on a Friday ever since we started on April the 28th. But we're having a bit of fun. We're having a nice cup of coffee, cup of tea for the big man, and it's lovely and sunny here.
Lovely.
Let me show the teapot.
Yeah, teapot's fantastic actually, isn't it? Dawn will love that, yeah.
I'm a teapot.
I'm a teapot. Yeah.
Short and stout.
Do you know the first time I was ever live on the radio in Spain?
Come on.
1994, in a hotel in Madrid before Real Madrid beat Tenerife.
Yeah.
And I went to meet all the players. Valdano was there and famous players. And the radio were there. And, can you come on and I had to go on the phone and do a live interview. And that day we lost 4-2 as normal, but against Real Madrid, imagine. And you guess the crowd. Guess that.
68.
107,000.
Oh my God.
Bernabeu. I don't think anyone can beat that, but if they can, comment below. But
yeah, I've been to Bernabeu twice. Yeah, fantastic. Yeah. Seen David Beckham play.
I'll be there next week, hopefully.
Will you be there next week? Yeah, super, absolutely fantastic. If you just joined the channel, it's my YouTube channel over here, all about sport and everything else you can think. Rugby, rugby league, rugby union, a little bit of darts news and so forth. This will be.
Ray Duffy for the super chat.
Cheers, Ray. Thanks, big man. I'll see you next week, son. This will be pal Chris Todd, who is the general of the Armada, sir, the #1 man, C.D. Tenerife fan club of the world, believe me. Little bit of football news while we're talking about CD Tenerife. Breaking news last night, captain of France, Mbappe, did you see that? He's leaving, says he's leaving Paris Saint-Germain. His contract runs out at the end. There's only one club that can buy him, and that's going to be Real Madrid.
CD Tenerife, Real Madrid,
yeah. And that's going to be Real Madrid. He is some player, isn't he?
Yeah, I don't know. I think there's better players about. I don't know, you probably say he's good, but I think he misses a lot of one-on-one chances. He's very quick and powerful, I'll give him that, but we'll see how he does at Real Madrid. You know?
For sure. Yeah. And we'll see how they do in the Euros, obviously, this year in June and July.
Favourites for me, definitely.
Of course they're going to be favourites. He is the French captain as well. And the other talk in breaking news was Marcus Rashford talking about Real Madrid as well. Yeah. So I don't know how much that is involved, but I mean, he's played out of his skin recently. He had a bit of a small problem a few weeks ago, but I think he's turning around for Man United. That's for sure. A little bit news on Roy Hodgson, a Crystal Palace manager. He's been about, hasn't he? But what a great servant of football. He went training with them, took him training Crystal Palace, and became ill. He's in hospital. So hopefully, Roy, you get well very, very soon, big man. We think that he could be under the scrutiny of being sacked as well. So, you know what I mean? It's not good news at the moment for Roy Hodgson, is it?
No, but now this has happened to him health-wise. I don't think sacking should be a word used. He should just be given garden leave or something. And say he's going into the background. He doesn't need to see that word sacked.
No. That was the word that was put up. I saw that yesterday.
No,
so
that's wrong.
I agree. I give him garden leave.
Yeah, and a message to him. Obviously, you won't be watching this. Well, you never know.
No.
He should just go, just retire now gracefully. And I don't know why he needs that stress levels all the time. And obviously this illness is something to do with the stress
which
he's feeling.
It's like Neil Warnock, isn't it, up in Aberdeen? I mean, now I was told this. I was told this last night, whether it's true or whether it's not. Neil Warnock, 75 years of age, massive Sheffield United manager for about 8 years, if I remember. He's just taken on the Aberdeen coaching up there as an interim manager. Now, just big Alex, big Celtic fan just over there. Now, the situation with him, they took on Motherwell during the week. They were 3-0 down within 26 minutes. Got it back to 3-0. That's his first point since he's taken over the job at Pittodrie. Now, I was told last night on good authority, and you all think, why has he gone from there, to Scotland, to take over Aberdeen?
He was living in Plymouth, no?
Is that what I don't know.
Yeah.
Right,
well, his wife's still there, I think.
Right, now, I was told it's because if he left and went to another English club, because he has a contract still at Huddersfield for one more year. Yeah. Now, if he took another contract in England, then that would obviously finish. So he's not going to get his monthly subscription or monthly salary from Huddersfield. That's why by going to Scotland, he can get around it. That's the reason why I was told. Whether it's true or whether it's wrong. If anybody got any news on that one, please let me know. Any comments on?
Ray just said Beckham, the most overrated player ever.
David Beckham. He probably could have been, but listen, I went to Dawn to Real Madrid many years ago, just for a bit of a jolly, and they played Atletico Bilbao, and I went took him to the Bernabeu. She said, "Oh, not football again." I said, "Come on," but it was David Beckham, and they were 1-0 down half time. He was on the bench.
All right.
And he came on second half. They won 2-1.
Okay.
There's your answer.
There's your answer.
He is what he is.
I went to the same school as him.
Go on.
No, it's not a joke.
No,
in Chingford, North London.
Oh, Chingford, did you?
Yeah, when I was a lad, yeah.
So what? You're obviously 1 or 2. You're not much older than him, are you?
No, but not at the same time. He's about 10 years younger, I think.
Yeah, gotcha, okay.
Yeah.
If you just tuned in, Webby Sports Roundup, we're going live for the first time since April the 28th on my Friday morning show. What we usually do, we're doing it, we go down by the beach, Tim and myself. I said, let's change it all around. Sometimes you can get a little bit stale, and I felt a bit stale. Let's change it around. Let's do something different. Let's go live. So what we're going to do every Friday now, we're going to live on mine, 9 till 10, and then 10 till 11, we go on Tim's channel. Today...
He was smelling a bit stale as well.
I've had a shower, clean teeth, got me new hat on, as you do. Actually, the hats have been getting a bit old now. Ours, my pal from Leeds, he'll be bringing over 2 or 3 more sometime this year.
Actually matches for once.
Yeah, what do you mean matches?
Yeah, you used to have a black top and a yellow.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. Gloucester rugby. Hey, Egg Chaser as well. You know what I do.
Fashion police.
Yeah, I know. Right.
Call them up.
Right, listen, let's go on to a bit of rugby league news. Now, listen, just started the rugby league. Betfred.
Rugby league on.
What?
I could do rugby union, but I can't do.
Well, just mate, you can still put. It's only going to be. It's only for 2 minutes anyway. So rugby league last night started a brand new season, and the big game. Local derby, Hull FC taking on Hull Kingston Rovers. When there was 2 red cards, it ended up Hull FC 0, Hull Kingston Rovers 22. Friday tonight we've got Leeds taking on Salford. That's the Leeds Rhinos. Lee taking on Huddersfield, and St Helens, which is the team that I've always followed, Eddie Waring up and under, are taking on the London Broncos. Saturday we've got Castleford taking on the champions elect Wigan Warriors, and the Catalans from France taking on Warrington. So that's the games for the rugby league of this weekend. And I'll tell you what, I think it's time to a little bit of racing news. Lee Sobot, as you know, he's our Yorkshire Evening Postman, gives us a fancy every single week. We had a cracking winner, 8-1 was given 2 weeks ago. It ended up 7-2 SP last week. But let's see if we can get something on this week now. I've got to get my bins out.
Ad lib.
I've got ad lib. Listen, we're always ad libbing.
Ascot Rare Edition.
Is that what we got? Let's have a look. Talk amongst yourself. Come on. What? It's 20.
I prepared it here.
Are you prepared? I'm just.
Ascot.
Oh, Matthew. That's my son, Matthew.
425. 1425.
Oh, have you got it already? Have you?
Yeah, that's right. It's on the screen right now.
And the horse.
The horse not yet.
It's too big for the horse, isn't it?
No, as soon as I press this button, it'll come.
All right, let's have a look.
He had a nasty fall yesterday, apparently, that horse. Yeah.
Which one?
The one you just mentioned. He's in a stable condition, though. What?
Christopher.
It's a good job Lee Sobot's covering your face.
Yeah. Saturday, 225 ASCOUT, rare edition, 11-2 favourite, smart horse with 5 wins to his name already, who looks set to improve further. Now going up in trip. That means it's like before it was a 2 mile 3, maybe going 2 mile 5 now, or 2 mile 6. Interesting, that title chasing jockey, Harry Cobden. Great. Paul Nichols, #1 jockey. Keeps the ride, having won on him last time as well. 11-2 looks a very fair bet each way, as far as I'm concerned, as long as there are 8 runners or more. JJ really likes his big price in the same race for Skeltons at 14s. That's JJ Riley, each way in 14s as well. He's popped over another one at Haydock on Saturday, Cuthbert Dibble, 350. You remember Officer Dibble? 315, Cuthbert Dibble, progressive young stayer for Twiston Davis. He's my other favourite jockey, Nigel Twiston Davis. Looks a solid bet at 15-8 favourite. Should take the beating under conditional jockey, taking the weight off. That's your horses for Lee Sobot. Now don't forget, when you're gambling, when you pop into the bookies back home in England, whether it's Ladbrokes, Corals or whatever, make sure you're over 18, #1. #2, don't bet if you're drunk. And if your head's in the clouds, don't bet. That's when you lose your money. There's only one winner, and that's the bookie. End of. All right? So have a bit of fun. Have a £5 or a £10. You know what? Whatever you bet, just make sure you know you can afford to lose that amount of money. That's for sure. But there's too many problems with gambling at the moment, especially with footballers and so on and so forth. We've all seen it, haven't we? With Ivan Toney on the football side of things and what have you. Bit of update on the horse racing. Cheltenham races coming up in a couple of weeks' time. I think it's the 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th of March. As most people know now, unless they've had their head buried in the sand, I will be working at Mark the Bookies in the Hopping Grapes in Portocolon, okay, on those 4 days.
What will you be doing?
I'll be the bookie. It'll be 3 of us.
Yeah, okay.
It'll be Mark the bookie, myself and Lynn, cracking 3 of us. And when I mean busy, I mean busy. So tables are already booked every year with the Irish, the Scottish, they're all there. And then this will be 5, 10, 15 deep for like 4 hours. As my big joke is, which is true, on Saturday, because I have obviously a stool, 2 or 3 cushions, and on Saturday, my bum will be thinking it's on holiday. That's what it's going to be like. It'll be boom. Because when you're in a bookmakers in England, as you know, Scotland, Ireland and Wales, you get your ticket, put it in the computer, thank you, take your money. With us, you've got to take it off, do this, put it in the right place, work all the bets out and what have you, and it's tough. And they're in the queue. It is that difficult. Oh, well, luckily I'm a bit of a mathematician. So
that will be a busy week, won't it? It's Paddy's Day on the 17th.
Yeah.
So
it's going to be horrendous.
Good for tourism.
But we know we got Colin, my mate Carl's place from Bournemouth. He's over with Saf and Eric. Who else? I think there's 1 or 2 others coming over as well. So we're all going to meet up. We're going to have a bit of a sherbet, and we're going to have a bit of a who's going? Yeah. Oi, excuse me. Who do you think he is? Right, so that's the latest on the horse racing news.
Some questions?
Okay, please.
Actually, the Dell #7 here, David Boylan.
David Dell #7?
Yeah.
Is that my Pop Villa Dell?
Yeah. Off to the rugby next Saturday, England v Scotland.
Okay. Oh, it's cold now.
Yeah.
Would you like a video?
Love one. Please do. Love a video. Absolutely super.
So get in touch with me to find out how to upload it.
Yeah. Yeah, if you do that for me, Tim, please.
Yeah, Toddy will tell you because he's very good at that.
Yeah, Toddy's good at the videos. Because we've got the big thing, we've got the British Open Golf this year.
Don't put that voice on.
Isn't it true, isn't it? Because we've got Alan, Big Al. Big Al, he's
Homemade vlogs.
He's logistics manager for the...
and he's starting a week early.
So he's going to try, excuse me, he's going to try and get me a few videos of players and while they're going around the ground and whatever he can do. So I'm going to put that on the show as well. So that's fantastic. Cheers, Alan. Top man for that.
On here as well as from earlier, which I forgot to put up. Alan Fraser says, sounds like Marcus Rashford's agent is getting busy. Tell the world that Real Madrid are sniffing about to stimulate interest among other elite European teams.
Yeah, could well be. Have we got many on, Ken?
There's 53 people on.
Superb. Well, I'm happy with that. 53, just for a starter this morning. And with catch-up, that's fantastic, that, isn't it? Don't forget, tune in to Webby Sports Radio on Facebook page. Give Foggy my love, please. Anybody else? Any more questions at the moment?
Alan Fraser says, I had £100 on a horse that was leading at the last
Here we
furlong,
go.
and then someone threw a picnic basket and the horse jockey fell off and told the steward it was hampered.
Oh dear.
You started it.
You always started
well,
Mr.
he's
Time.
finished it with that joke. Jesus.
And Craig had already come in with the stable joke.
Yeah.
And he says, stable condition, watching Neighbours with his family and going for a game of stable tennis.
Oh.
There
we go. He started something now. Lawrence is going with a mate who's a rugby man, so I'll interview him outside of Murrayfield.
Please do. Super.
Tim Vine will be here in a minute. You know Tim Vine, the one-liners, fantastic. Yeah.
He's the best. He was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Stuart Francis, I don't know if you heard of him. He's good. He's Canadian.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
No, Trevor Francis.
No. No relation.
Right.
Kevin's just arrived. Boom.
Morning, Kevin. Kevin the Scotsman.
Kevin the Scotsman.
Morning, my son. Bit of Paisley boys, St Mirren. If you're not subscribed to him, he's the one. He's over as well. Cheltenham Race Week. We're going to have a couple of beers with him. We're going to do a couple of vlogs, aren't we, kid? Me and you. We'll sort it. We'll smash them views. We will, big man. Absolute quality.
Norwich and Coventry both close to
Yeah.
the playoffs. Do you reckon either realistically will make it?
100%. There's
Well, which one?
both. No, both. I think. Yeah. The thing is, at the moment, you've got Leicester's going to win the league for sure, 100%. And then you've got Southampton in Leeds. Southampton's got a game in hand, 2 points behind, I think. That's going to be. Those two are going to be with Ipswich, who's going to be the top two.
Always such an exciting league, the Championship.
Fantastic. Then you've got teams like Sunderland, Coventry, Norwich, Watford, Hull City, Sunderland. You know what I mean? You've got probably 6, 7 or 8 clubs fighting for the 5th and 6th of the playoffs. Really, really going to be tough. But we've got to play to the end. We've got a cracking 2-2 draw at Plymouth on Wednesday night. They haven't lost since December. And we scored a last-minute equaliser, which we deserved, to be honest with you. I think we played quite well with dropping 1 or 2 of the top players, O'Hare and so forth. So, yeah, it's all changing.
Right, my tinnitus, so you can everybody hear that.
Is it? What is it?
I don't know.
Maybe we should be going in underground bunkers or something.
Yeah.
Nuclear attack, and we're just sitting there having a cup of tea.
What is the sports roundup show? A little bit of news on the Premier Darts League. I saw a little bit last night. 2024 Premier Darts League saw Van Gerwen beat Humphreys, the world champion, by 6-5. He also won in Berlin last week, and now in Glasgow this weekend. And Price beat our 17-year-old Luke Littler in the quarter-finals. That 17-year-old lad, he's absolutely super.
Yeah.
Scotsman Tenerife's nice cap.
You think he really is 17 though?
He looks more, doesn't he? To be honest with
Did you order more coffees?
No, I didn't actually.
All right.
No, all right.
Got one?
Yeah, go ahead. We'll have one. Yeah.
Tea?
Yes, please. Yeah.
Right, a little bit of cricket news now.
Oh, hang on. I can do cricket.
Oh, you do cricket, can you? Is that a bit of cricket news, is it? Yeah, it's on. He loves it, doesn't he? He loves his gadgets, doesn't he? I'm a dinosaur. You forgot to do darts. Don't worry about that. Right, over in India at the moment, there's 5 tests between England and India. And India are the best home nation in the world, that's for sure. And England are giving them an actually big run for their money. First 2 tests ended 1-1. They won the first, we won the second, and it's the 3rd test going on now. India won the toss, 445 all out after 130 overs. And I'm just checking because it's live at the moment, and England are going really, really well. We're 152 for 1 after 26 overs. That's about 6 and over. That is superb. Duckett 106 not out, and Pope 24 not out. So well done to England. They still trail by 293 runs with 9 wickets standing. I'm going to tell you very, very quickly a little story in Monte Cristo sometime this week. Got talking to a guy, and he's a bit of a cricket fan from Lancashire. And he was at the game that I remember when I was a kid back in 1973. Fact this is, when Gloucestershire played Lancashire, I think it was the semi-finals of the Gillette Cup. And there was Dennis Mortimer of Gloucestershire, who was a spin bowler. There was Farouk Engineer, who was the wicket keeper for West Indies. And on top of that, Mike Proctor was my favourite cricketer, South African and Rhodesia. And I think it went on to like 10 o'clock at night. And he was at the game. And they beat us by a couple of runs. I can't remember now. But when I was 16 then, and I remember it. And he was actually at the game. Phenomenal.
I don't remember anything when I was 16.
That was at Old Trafford. That was absolutely brilliant. Right, let's have a look. Right, that's a bit of cricket done, a little bit of cricket there. Let's go on to my non-league football. Do you ever watch non-league football? Well, you know that. So
I follow Aldershot, so yeah.
Yeah, you do. What's happening with Aldershot at the moment?
They're in the playoffs. They had a bad defeat last week, 5-0 at home. They lost.
Oh, and they're in the playoffs.
Filed. I don't know how to pronounce it exactly.
Filed.
They have been. They were 5th in the league, believe it. They're very up and down, a bit like Tenerife.
Yeah. Okay. Well, the two non-league clubs that I follow is Hendon and Chatham. Hendon, because my pal Ian Allinson, as we all know, ex-Arsenal. Played 80 odd times for them, and now he is the general manager with his son Lee Allinson, who is the manager of Hendon Town Football Club. This week they've had 2 games, both postponed, waterlogged pitch. So you've had obviously lots of rain back home. You should have played Poole last week, postponed, and you should have played Sporting Bengal in the London Senior Cup of the weekend on Tuesday or Wednesday. That was the quarterfinals, and that was postponed as well. They're doing okay. They're halfway in the league, Hendon, so I don't think they're going to go up or go down. So I think it's a mid-table finish for the end of the season. And just checking on Chatham, they took on Margate last week, who were 19th. Chatham were second. They're beaten by 2-1. 1,900 fans.
Cool.
That's not bad.
That's good.
Just under $2 grand.
You know,
2,000.
Tolf goes to those games. Alan Tolf.
That's right. That's the reason.
Yeah, that's the link. Yeah.
That's the reason. That's the link.
Yeah.
So Tolf, if you're watching or you're on, please send him a message. You sent one a few weeks ago.
He'll be working at the moment.
He'll be working. So if you're watching on Catch Up Tolf, please send a message, big man. He's a big West Ham fan, and more said.
And Tenerife.
And Tenerife, yeah.
Of course,
so less said about that, the better.
We've got 36 people watching.
36 boys watching. And they drew with Billericay 1-1 on penalties and lost in the Velocity Cup quarter-finals. Okay. Right, forthcoming events now. Right, I think we might skip that for a little bit, and we'll talk about it in a couple of minutes. Boxing, Johnny Goggles. Very, very quiet at the moment. What's happening with the boxing? We're going to wait 2 or 3 weeks, and when Anthony Joshua fights, so we're going to leave Johnny Goggles to that, and he'll send a nice little video over for us. What else are we going to talk in? Couple of forthcoming attractions. Next Wednesday, we're then in Yordi's Bar. There's going to be 4 of us. There's going to be me, Terry, can't be Simon, pick my gooner number 3, but he's off to see Porto take on Arsenal next week. So we got Yordi's Bar, and we got my Celtic pal Dominic's over, and Graham Withy, ex-Coventry. He's flying out tomorrow, so he's going to be coming with us as well. So Yordi's Bar next Wednesday afternoon, 2:30 down there. If you're about, come and join us, have a drink. Then that will go out 2 or 3 hours after that. And the week after is the big one. Once a month, we're going to do a big live show in Yordi's Bar again. Main man Tim bringing his camera, all his bits and pieces with him, and there's going to be 7 or 8 of us down there. 2 lots of 30 minutes. It's going to be fantastic. It's a great venue down there. Lots of people walking past. We're going to do lots and lots of interviews and so on and so forth. And we're hoping to have somebody big from Rangers Football Club. I've just got fingers crossed. I'm not going to mention who he is, even I've never met him. We're just hoping he can make it. He lives here, and if he comes on, it's going to be superb. Lots of.
Got a question for Toddy.
Okay, Al.
Alan Valley San Lorenzo. Question for Toddy: is it still difficult to get tickets?
Another one.
No, very easy now.
Very easy to get tickets.
We have 16,200 season ticket holders, so that leaves another 4,000 tickets on sale.
Yeah.
It was difficult, the odd game, but there's always tickets nowadays, yeah. I can't see that changing for the rest of this season. Let's face it, this season's over.
We're looking
at next season
now.
Having said that, we're still going to enjoy their trips this season. We're going away to 2 or 3 more matches. Next week we're going to Madrid next weekend. And in 3 weeks' time we're going to Barcelona for the Espanyol game.
Super.
There's 40 going to that match, 30 coming from the UK meeting us in Barcelona, from Scotland and England, and a big crowd from Wales.
Super.
Come and join us, anyone, if we're having a big party.
If you just join us, you're on live with Webby Sports Roundup here in my manor in CAIXESBBXXX. We're in Laura's Bar. We're going to do this every single Friday morning, 9 till 10, then 10 till 11. We go on to Tim's vlog. But we had 1 or 2 technical issues this morning, so we've had to change it around. But it's gone superb. Absolutely love it, and it's going to get better and better. If anybody got any ideas of what to put in the show or any ideas what to take out and so forth, then please do not be afraid to make a comment, obviously on the YouTube channel. Big shout out, as I said, to the rugby. We've had rugby union today, rugby league we've had, racing from Lee Sobot, football breaking news, Roy Hodgson get better soon, big man. Darts league we've had. What else? We've had cricket from England. Take on the Indians. Come on, England. CD Tenerife, the main man, Chris Todd from the General. Good luck to Hendon in the next game and the Chatham Town. And the forthcoming attractions. Don't forget, next week, next Wednesday, we've got a big one. And the week after, I think it's the Tuesday we're doing it, even bigger. That's going to be live with Tim doing all the graphics and everything else.
And you can do a roving reporter as well, dial in with your phone.
And if anyone wants to do a bit of roving reporting for us, we've got Alan Homemade Vlogs. He's going to do one, the forthcoming up in, I think it's Troon again, isn't it? Up there, the Golf Open of Britain. That's going to be absolutely, well, the British Open, beg your pardon. That's going to be, it's going to be the Open. That's going to be superb.
You could have, well, just sorry
yeah,
to
go on,
butt
no,
in,
go on,
yeah,
go
just an idea. People could do a 30-second clip from any sporting event they go to this weekend.
Yeah.
Send them in. Only say 20 seconds or so, just a quick whip round, a little report.
Yeah.
And we'll give a prize to the best one. We'll vote on the best one.
That sounds good, yeah.
You know.
That's a great check. If anybody going to any sporting events, a big shout out to my Sheffield Wednesday guy, to Ian Howell, who I know. Love you to bits, big man. I'll see you soon. Hopefully you can stay up in the championship. A big shout out to Lee, who's a massive Sheffield Wednesday. He's got his own YouTube channel, Around the Grounds. So he's at 2 or 3 grounds every single week.
Yeah.
How he gets away with it with his good lady is absolutely nobody's business. He does a great job.
We can sort some sort of prize
Yeah,
out.
we'll sort some
dinner
sort of
for 2 at McDonald's or something.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
Well, I'll put a T-shirt into the.
Yeah, listen, you are.
We'll sort something out.
If you're about any sporting event, take a little video, less than 1 minute. It's a quick short.
One.
Then that's what we do. That's absolutely super. But don't forget, on top of that, a big shout out to my man Tel and to Simon, because what Terry's doing, we're doing Andy Warhol. Everybody gets 15 minutes of fame in their life. He designed it a couple of weeks ago. It's going absolutely superb. We've already done 2 Tottenhams. We've done an Arsenal and a Chelsea. So we're going to get away from London and start doing any football club, whether it's Birmingham City, Coventry fan, whatever. It doesn't really matter. Celtic fan. We're going to do 1 or 2 next week. Saturday and Sunday, we're going to put them out. And if we get enough, we'll drop one in during the week as well. Those are going superb. The views are going fantastic.
That Chelsea lad looked a bit dodgy to me.
Chelsea lad, that was Gary.
Yeah,
he's been in. He's a good lad. What do you mean dodgy?
I went to school with him. So, yeah.
Oh, you knew?
Since I was 12 years old.
Have you?
Yeah, since I was that high. But still the same now.
You're still that high now, yeah?
Yeah.
You've been to school with everybody, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Was it approved?
Not really, no. I didn't improve it.
No, I bet you never, that's for sure. Supporting all the shot in Tenerife, did you? Hey, unbelievable. So that's what we're doing. So if you want to be interviewed by Terry or Foggy, my number 99, over there in the Oakwood in Leigh-on-Sea, big shout out to all the gang, to West Ham John over there, who's not a happy bunny after West Ham's result of last week. I'm putting the book away because it's ad lib time for a couple of more minutes. Okay. And then we're going to be shutting shop.
You have been watching... Back on.
Oh, go on, talk. I'm just going to get myself a coffee.
That West Ham result against Arsenal. I was on the train coming back from Villarreal to Valencia on the way back, and it was sunny. And I looked at my phone just to check the results on live score. I thought, West Ham 0, Arsenal 0. Oh, not a great result for it, but either side. Hang on a minute, that's 6. Can't believe it. And it's like 6-0. Yeah.
Oh, geez.
Didn't know anything about it, so I don't know what's happening at West Ham at the moment, but
when he's back, love me coffee.
Moyes will be out soon, I think. If they carry on like that.
Yeah, there's lots. Yeah, even Big Danny who lives here, he's not a David Moyes like, to be perfectly honest with you.
No.
But listen, what you said earlier on, I think it's superb. If you're at any sporting events,
just a quick pan round and a bit quick report and see the atmosphere and what's going on the actual event, the results.
Somebody's coming in on our camera. So
I just want to say...
Is there enough room? Is it wide angle?
Next week, it is wide angle. Next week is going to be 9 o'clock, right?
Yep.
For Webby Sports Roundup.
Yep.
So get up early, Tricia, and tell your friends. because we want more people on. We're going to advertise it a little bit better, and we're going to see if we can go to Facebook as well.
Okay.
But I think we don't have the bandwidth because it's already reduced the bandwidth for this one.
Okay.
So I think the Facebook thing is out.
Yeah.
But we maybe do a Facebook one another time.
Yeah, for sure. Whatever.
Yeah,
Whatever suits. But I thoroughly enjoyed this morning. We may have had a hiccup, but we turned it around. We went live on yours for a few bits. We told everybody, so it is what it is. It's trial by error. It's something new. I've got to get my head around how we're going to do it, what we're going to do. I appreciate Toddy coming on because that has really helped me, to be honest with you, because I needed somebody to bounce off. So,
useless.
Well, you're not used to. You're just not a sporty person.
No?
And obviously, Toddy's sporty. Well, he's football basically, but But it's good. So I know you'll come on again with me. That's for sure. But I need somebody to bounce off. To do a show on my Jack Jones, it's always going to be difficult because people don't just want one person just talking. You need somebody to bounce off that you can ask questions, and you're bringing a few Q&As and what have you. So I think next week I'll try and whoever's going to be about, I'll get somebody on with me. And
who's going to win the Euros?
Well, I think we've got a great chance, to tell you the truth. I mean, if Bellingham is obviously fit, Rice is fit, if our men up front are fit. Harry Kane, the thing is, with him at the moment, obviously Bayer Leverkusen, top of the table, first time for a long time. And obviously the manager there is Alonso, who's favourite to be Liverpool manager.
No, well, Bayern Munich might be sacking their manager, and he might be going to Bayern Munich now. It's in the air. So
that's the reason I'll come to you then.
But wouldn't it be funny if Kane, he went to Munich to win trophies?
Yeah.
They lost the Super Cup in August.
Yes,
they got
did.
knocked out the cup.
He came on second after,
and second in the league.
Yeah, well, they're a few points beyond after Leverkusen beat him 3-0 last weekend. And he never had one shot or one on target. He had nothing, or assist or anything. And that's what he went for, to win trophies. And
defences are better in Germany.
So it's going to be difficult for him. It's going to be difficult. But I think we've got a great chance. I think we've got
England have had a good chance for the last few years, but something always happens, and they just, I don't know if it's the mentality.
I want a big
that final hurdle, they don't seem to be able to do.
I think this time could be. Everyone's not a Gareth Southgate fan, but he'd do okay.
Well, he's part of the problem.
I know. I hope Jack Butland goes. He's a Rangers goalkeeper. Big shout out to Dave Watson, my good pal, who's his mentor for the goalie. And ex-Barnsley, 92 to 2001, I think. So,
what do you say, Chris? Yeah, I'll be home at 11, no problem.
It's.
I think
France are the favourites.
France was going to be favourites.
You can never outrule Germany, and not being on home soil as well.
Yeah, I know.
It's located in Germany.
I don't think Germany's. No,
Portugal and Spain, outsiders, but could do. They have some really young, good talent coming through Spain now.
Yeah.
Brahim, who scored that wonder goal for Real Madrid the other day. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah.
And the Yamal from Barcelona. He's 16. What a prospect he is, you know.
But I still think we've got a great chance. I really, really do.
Yeah.
Right, I know something about German football.
Okay, it's a round ball.
No, I know something about German football. I know that it's pronounced Bayer Leverkusen.
Bayer Leverkusen.
Bayer Leverkusen, and that it's Bayern Munich. It's Bayern München, not Bayern Munich.
Okay.
Because Bayern is Bavarian in Bavarian.
What does that mean?
It means Bavaria.
Bayern
is the actual...
I didn't know that. Okay.
It's like Germany's not called Germany, it's called Deutschland, right?
Yeah.
But Bavaria is called Bayern.
Right.
So it's called Bayern München. So if you really want to anglicise it, you've got to say Bavarian Munich, not Bayern Munich.
Yeah, you got to.
So you know where they're from.
Right.
In the first
so Bavarian Munich and or Bayern München.
Yeah.
And then Bayer is the people who makes the aspirin. Bayer Leverkusen.
Oh, okay.
I got you. Okay.
That's right.
It's a sponsor.
Okay. Okay. Right. What's time? Come on.
It's time to go.
Right. It's time to go. Right. Listen, if you just tuned in, Webby's Sports Roundup, we've gone live in Laura's bar over in CAIXESBBXXX in my Manor. We apologise for the people that we were hoping to go live at 9 o'clock, but there was one or two technical issues which unforeseen happened. It is what it is. So we've gone live. We've had a cracking morning. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. We're going to chop and change it around. I want a big thanks to my mate Chris Todd for coming down. Thoroughly appreciate it. Absolutely super. I had a bit of not a shoulder to cry, but a shoulder that I can bounce off, and which is super. And Tim came in every now and then. Thanks for.
Scotland's going to win.
Who's that?
Kevin says Scotland's going to win.
Kevin, Kevin, keep taking the tablets, son. I hope Scotland do.
The strongest team, but manager has no track record winning at anything.
Yeah, for sure. You're probably right there, I know. But don't forget, if you've the other thing is about Kevin the Scotsman has his own YouTube channel, Kevin the Scotsman. If you haven't subscribed to him, get on there now. And he does some phenomenal videos. And he's over here in Tenerife in my Manor very, very soon.
Is he talking about the sport where on the ice where they do the
curling?
Curling
Or curling?
Yeah. I think they got a good chance in that. Yeah, you're right.
Didn't Scotland?
He's right.
Scotland won that, didn't they? A few years ago.
Yeah, they won it 14 years running.
Was it 14?
Yeah.
Fantastic, weren't they?
We'll put that on ice for now, though.
We'll put that on ice for now. Oh dear me. Well, listen, we're going to go now. But don't forget, this weekend, hopefully Terry is going to do a couple of Andy Wars, 15 questions, 15 answers. I want to thank every one of you for watching the show today. We've had a bit of fun in the sun, cups of coffee. We're, dreaming of coffee now. It's been absolutely brilliant. And we'll be live again next Friday morning. I want to thank Tim. Thank you, my friend.
You're very welcome.
Thank you, my son. Absolutely superb. But it is what it is. So all I'm going to say is, from me, from Tim, and from me pal here, if you like what you hear and you like what you see, subscribe to Webby Sports Roundup. And don't forget Foggy, Webby Sports Roundup, all for free, and comment down below. I'll see you very, very soon. Take care. Passion.